not forget the gates of Makerere. May I now request the Principal of MUBS, Professor Valunywa, to come and greet the students.
Thank you, Professor Nawangwe. The Chancellor, since I am part of the speech of the Vice Chancellor, I'll simply observe all the protocols. Congratulations to all our graduates. The feeling you have today is not a feeling you always have, but a feeling that gives you the sense of achievement that you've achieved. Again, congratulations. May I start by thanking the Almighty for this occasion, for our children, for the parents, for this occasion, and for Makerere University. May I thank our parents. Without you, this cannot happen. Without your support, this cannot happen. The government of Uganda funds 4,000 students in public universities. We are graduating 4,300 plus students. That means that most of this money is coming from you. Thank you, parents, guardians, for supporting this. And I should say congratulations to all of you, because this is you, it is your effort. May I turn to my colleagues, the staff, who have created this. These are the best academicians you have in this country. As part of Makerere University, I remember making a remark which I thought would get me into trouble, but instead was very good, that Makerere is like Windows, you know? It's very difficult to compete with it. So in the business area, the people you see out there are the best in this country, in the region. I want to thank you for the time you spend. Thank you very much. At times we work under a lot of pressure. We have set very high standards, and those ladies and gentlemen there are there to those standards. So we have good staff and we have good students. I want to thank you as the stakeholders for giving us that support. Thank you very much. May I thank government for the support. May I thank our Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much for the wonderful support you've given us. Whenever we have a challenge, we quickly get to you, and you've been available to solve our problems. Thank you very much. May I thank the Chancellor for the parish development model, but we are here in an academic gathering. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it's very important that you incorporate two things in this model if you want it to succeed. One of them is training, and two is research. That means you've got to come back here to involve us in this. As MUBS, we would like to do a PhD, to have several PhDs in these models. May I take this opportunity to welcome the Honorable Minister. He's a member of our council. Dr. Bright Ramiramath, thank you for joining us this morning. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we need to be able to conduct research alongside the implementation of this model so that we can pick lessons from it. We've had various models to address poverty in this country, but unfortunately, there are no PhDs coming out of this. I would like to task my colleagues in MOOBS that this is something that we need to do. The finance people, the human resource people, the economics, this is something that we need to be able to learn from and inform government. So, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I hope that as part of this fund, a small amount of money should be able to go into the training aspects and the research aspect. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Uganda is one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world, but only 30% of the population can get involved in entrepreneurship. As we take these decisions on trying to promote businesses everywhere, we should keep that in mind. And the best thing is, first of all, get those 30% out, train them, and we shall succeed. To our graduates, this is your day. Again, congratulations. We're very proud of you. I specifically want to mention the best candidate in the entire university. Julia, could you stand up, please? With a 4.91, she has a job in MOOBS. Congratulations, Julia. I think the second best candidate is also from the same faculty. I was not given the name, but I gather that person is also from the same faculty. Again, congratulations. Men, take note. The women are here. For the last 5 years, the number graduating in Makerere, 51%, this time 52%. Possibly in the next 3-5 years, it may be 60%. The men, we may start having a program to support men. But I want to thank Makerere University. The 1.5, which was introduced many years back, it was questioned, but has been able to bring out some of these issues. But I also like to thank the parents, because many years back, parents would choose to take boys to school. Now that the women are here and they're excelling and they're in large numbers, it tells you about what this country is doing and the effort of His Excellency the President to see that women are able to come out. Again, congratulations to the women. I also, in this respect, request Professor Laura Orobia to stand up and wave, the first woman professor in MOOBS. If you could just come to the front a little bit. She's an excellent scholar, a wonderful teacher, very humble. Congratulations, Laura.
Thank you.
To our graduates, you're going out. The world outside is different from the world in the universities. We could wear times. Can I hear somebody test that? Lambert, where are you? But that stops today. As you go out, the world out there is different, full of intrigue. But I know you are excellent people. You've learned in various ways. Please go out there and make MOOBS proud. Whenever we talk with you as students then, I said the following 4 things. I want to put emphasis on them. You are no longer students, but they are very important. 1, drugs. Say no to drugs. Parents, drugs is a very big problem in our country, in our institutions. At MOOBS, whenever we talk to students, we make it a point as we finalize to say no to drugs. We have an anti-drugs campaign in the school, and I hope that this can be extended everywhere because it's a major problem. And I've said to the young people, you will be lucky. If you are lucky, they will kill you very quickly. If you're not lucky, they make you run mad, or you'll be sick for a very long time. Please say no to drugs. As you go out, start families. This problem may come to you. Check and see what your children are doing. 2, support persons with disabilities. We are all potential persons with disabilities. As you live today, you may get an accident and you're in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. Think about that. Think about the toilets that persons with disabilities use. So in MOOBS, we've made it our business to respect and support persons with disabilities. HIV/AIDS, while it's changing in pattern and nature, the stigma is still there, the illness is still there. And I say to the students, and I'll say it here, do not get involved in sex. That is what they always say. But I say, if you have to, please protect yourself. If you have to, please protect yourself. Outside the academic agenda. And lastly, we have been good friends. Not so? Way. I have not said that, but you saw what I did. My last message to you is please go out there and don't do what I will not do. Thank you very much. May God bless you, and may God bless you in your jobs and employees. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Professor Valunywa. I didn't know that you could say we so well. And finally, just an announcement for you, the graduates. Please note that transcripts for the MOOBS graduates will be ready for picking beginning second week of June 2022. Graduates on master's programs may pick their certificates immediately upon graduation. But not this week because we are very busy. May God bless you all, and I thank you for your attention. It is now my honor and privilege to invite the Chancellor to address the congregation. Mr. Chancellor, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Professor Nawangwe. I'm promoting you to Honorable. The Vice Chancellor, thank you for your remarks. The Honorable Ministers present, and specifically Honorable Wamirama, we welcome you. Honorable members of Parliament who are here, members of the diplomatic corps, your lordships, the judges of the judicature, religious leaders, the leadership of Kampala Capital City Authority, representatives of government ministries, departments and agencies, chancellors and former chancellors, chairperson and members of Makerere University Council, the Vice Chancellor and members of the University Management Team, former Vice Chancellors, former University Management staff, Vice Chancellors, Rectors, and principals of other universities and institutions, members of the University Senate, members of staff of Makerere University, parents and guardians, graduates, the media fraternity, distinguished visitors, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor and privilege for me to welcome you all to the 72nd graduation ceremony of Makerere University. I thank the Vice Chancellor, Professor Barnabas Nawangwe, for his remarks and for all the excellent arrangements which have been made by the administration in organizing these graduation ceremonies. Thank you very much. I also wish to recognize the enormous contributions made by various stakeholders to the growth and strength of Makerere University as it marks 100 years of existence. It's very important that we don't take an institution like this for granted or its survival. Many institutions have come and gone. Many businesses have come and gone. But the fact that Makerere has lasted 100 years is a cause for us to celebrate, to be grateful, and to ponder how is it that this institution has managed to survive all these years, and how do we make sure that it continues to survive in the future. The government of Uganda has fully supported the university in financing numerous important programs of research and infrastructure, as has been highlighted by the Vice Chancellor. We are most grateful to the government for this support. I also wish to thank the Makerere University Council, led by Mrs. Rona Magara, for the untiring efforts in supporting the administration to ensure the smooth functioning of the university. We don't take this for granted, and we thank you very much. Additionally, I also recognize the contributions of the Senate, the development partners, and all other stakeholders of Makerere University. I wholeheartedly thank the academic staff who have done so much to guide you through the complexities of academic life. I'm sure that in the future, you look back to your years at Makerere with gratitude and affection for their contribution to your struggle. The Vice Chancellor, in his addresses to the last 3 graduation sessions, highlighted a long list of Makerere University's achievements. There is no doubt that Makerere University is a significant player, staff, students, and administration, to continue to strengthen the reputation of Makerere University as a center of excellence in research and teaching. Today is the fourth session of Makerere University's 72nd graduation ceremony, and we are conferring degrees on graduates from the famous Makerere University School of Business, MUBS. I thank all the faculty and staff of MUBS for the excellent job that you have done and you continue to do to train Ugandans in business administration and management sciences. And let me commend Professor Brunywa and Professor Nawangwe for restoring sanity and cooperation in the relations between MUBS and the rest of Makerere University. I thank the parents, the guardians, relatives, friends, religious leaders and donors who supported you, the graduates, supported you socially, emotionally, and financially. Please join me in thanking all those men and women whose love and sacrifice have contributed to your academic achievements today. Please clap for them. I pray that this completion of your degree will become a pattern of many other finished works in your life. 5 years ago, when I was addressing MUBS graduates, I told the MUBS graduates then that the degrees we are awarding to them could be seen as a letter to the world. The letter is addressed to whom it may concern. It says that the bearer of this letter, this certificate, was processed, quote unquote, processed at Makerere University for a period of 3 or more years. Not only to yourselves, but also to your loved ones, to your parents, to your friends, and to God. Of course, the world you are entering is filled with both old and new challenges. For example, the geopolitical environment has gone from Cold War to hot war. We now have to find solutions for survival in this new environment. I believe that we have to be more creative, that we have to increase the range of products and services that we have to offer to the world, and find new markets for our products. I personally greatly welcome the expansion of the East African community to include the Democratic Republic of Congo. This may be the most important market opportunity for Uganda since independence. But of course, a market is only of value when you have something to sell. Despite the severe limitations imposed by the lack of capital and the cost of capital, we must intensify our creativity to find ways to break these limitations. We must realize that this challenge is a continuation of the African struggle for freedom. Colonialism has never ended. It just continued in a new form. So it is up to us to wake up that challenge in order to set ourselves free. Let us endeavor to stand firm on our principles, even in the face of adversity. As Paul writes in his letter to the people of Ephesus, quote, See that you walk circumspectly. That means very carefully. See that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Fighting against slavery and colonialism and imperialism has never been easy. The nation must make its contribution to. We have no choice but to struggle for survival in our world. From the microeconomic struggle at the household level in the parish, to the national and regional struggles for markets, for coffee and oil, it is now your burden to make a contribution to the solutions to all of these struggles and all these problems. Winston Churchill is quoted to have said about courage that courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities, because it has been said it is the quality which guarantees all others. Every one of us needs to ask God for wisdom to help us to do what is right in the face of the hard challenges that lie before us. Today, you have the gift of time. You have the gift of being alive, where many have passed, especially during the COVID pandemic. You have the gift of a sound mind. You have the gift of eyes and hands and a strong heart. Gifts for granted. And don't waste them. They are given to you for a purpose. What is that purpose for which you are living or for which you are dying? Many years ago, when I was in exile from the regime of Idi Amin, I used to attend a church in Florida in the United States of America, and I used to hear a song that stuck in my head. It said that, and I quote,